Hello my friends and welcome. It is wonderful to have you here today. I am Morjax and this is going to be a little power leveling tutorial for 7 Days to Die, which is currently in alpha 14.7, but these methods will continue to apply as long as there's the level up system. So today we're going to be looking at tailoring, leatherworking, and armor crafting. So this is something to just basically it's power leveling your character so you can get the points that you want to spend on the skills that you'd like to have. So very early game, something that's easy to do if you're in a forest biome is to pick up a lot of cotton. And you can actually, let's go on our inventory here. You can make cotton seeds, which can be planted on non-tilled earth. So maybe about half of what you get, you can you can plant into more. But right now what we're going to do is make, let's make 20 cloth fragments. And these same techniques are going to apply even as we get to work our way to higher material like forged iron or scrap iron type armor. So yeah, this will be kind of the way we'll do it. And as you get better and better resources, you can do a better and better job of crafting. So let's go ahead and look at the recipes here. You can pick what you like, but I like to make cloth armor. And we're going to try to go ahead and make, they're pretty expensive. Let's go, it doesn't really matter, but the conversion is best on the cloth armor. So we'll make some cloth armor here as soon as our cloth fragments are done. And the plan is that we're actually not going to be using it. So we'll get our cloth armor here. And you can see it's not a very high quality. It's 83. And this is going to be getting your tailoring up. So what we're going to do is after we've made it, that cost, let's see here. Recipes. That cost 8 to make, and when we scrap it, now we're going to get 6 back. So you lose 2 in the process, but you get some leveling up. And it's essentially a renewable resource here, so we can scrap some back and forth, and you just go like this around and around you go. You take cotton, you make cloth fragments, you make chest armor, and then you scrap them, and you just go around and around. You'll lose a little bit as you go, but that is a really effective way to level up your tailoring skill. You get tailoring experience for making cloth fragments, you get tailoring experience for making chest armor, and you just go around and around like that. So then when you get a little bit better resources here, you can move on to scrap armor if you'd like. And you have to find the recipes for this, so you may or may not have access to them. That's actually going to take iron, leather, and duct tape. So the duct tape is a little bit expensive, but the same thing applies here, that essentially you're just going around and around and you make them and then destroy them back and forth. So let's go ahead and look. Then you work your way to forged iron. And forged iron here, let me see. We don't have enough currently. This also will take leather. So you can work your way all the way up from tailoring up to scrap armor and heavy forged iron armor. And same thing applies. You're just going to craft this for, it costs 10 forged iron, 3 leather, and scrap it around and around. And you will get better pretty quickly, actually, at making that armor. So we're also going to look today at leatherworking, and this will be the final thing for today. So we're going to go ahead and look at recipes. Now, this is a skill you have to unlock. Let me see if I can find it. Leather tanning right here. So this costs 10 points, which is pretty affordable. That gives you the option to make leather. And we're going to need that because what we're going to make is, let's go ahead and make 20 leather here. And you can make animal hide. If you don't have enough points to buy that tanning, you can actually make animal hide gloves and things, you know, animal hide armor out of the animal hide. But I think you get more experience because to do leather, because not only do you get leather tanning experience for making, or leather working experience for making the leather, but you also get experience for making things out of the leather. So you can either save it up for like your iron, your forged iron equipment, or if you don't have enough forged iron or that's too expensive for you, you can go ahead and make these guys here. So the armor, the legs and the chest armor cost 10, everything else costs 5. So let's just make one of these, and I usually like to make the leg armor personally. So that costs 5 to make, and let's go ahead and see how much that takes to scrap. You get 3 back, so you lose 40% of it when you're making gloves. So this is a quick way to just level up your leather crafting and your armor crafting and your tailoring. And you might say, well, I'm not interested in, I don't want heavy armor, or I don't want leather armor. And that's all fine and good. You're perfectly at liberty to not want the armor, but what this gets you is it gets you level ups in the respective skills here. So like leatherworking, for example, we're up to level 7, and every time you level this up, you level up your character, and when you level up your character, now up here you have points available and can spend it on things that you want. My personal favorites are things like Health Nut and Sexual Tyrannosaurus, where you basically you run out of stamina less and you get more health and things like that. So this will be one of a number of videos. I'll put a link to the playlist down in the description if you'd like to learn more about power leveling. And that is all for now. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time rather for more 7 Days to Die power leveling tutorials. To get email notifications for all my episodes, hit subscribe, then the gear button, tick the checkbox, and hit save.